All right? Because we're on the same topic. Because of the times we're in. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. Woe in destruction to the world and to them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. The sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Remember I mentioned about race wars and civil war. All these things are coming to pass. Alright? All these things are coming to pass. Whether you believe it, accept it or not, these things are all coming to pass. I read it again. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hands. One people fighting against another people. What's that called? Right? That is a race war. One nation fighting against another nation. Right? But it's not only going to be a race war here, you're going to have a civil war here. You're going to have a class war. You're going to have a gender war. Right? Wars on all levels. That's what the Most High is bringing to the planet. Right? In Revelation, the 18th chapter, it says, thus with violence shall Babylon the Great be cast down. Understand? So who's preaching peace, peace and love and all that? That's not the time we're in. We're in a time right now. Right? The scripture said in Ecclesiastes, there's a time and a season for everything. All right? There is a time and a season for everything. You think it's a season for love, love, love all the time? Nah. There's a time for war also. And that's the time we're in. All you got to do is look around you. Look around you. See what's going on throughout the world. Look what's going on in the Middle East. Look what's going on over in Europe. Look what's going on here in America. Where's the peace at? It's all war. We're in a time of war. Our people don't want to wake up to that. Understand? They don't want to wake up to that. But it says, verse 50, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hand. And I said, these are race wars, but they're also going to be a civil war, and we're going to touch on it. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. What is sedition? Sedition means an uprising against the government, right? We're going to have sedition among men, uprising against the government. But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and attacking one another. I'll give you an example of that, right? Even though we know it's a false flag, but we know that it's coming, that is going to start taking place. When you see when they show this man attacking the police station, that is sedition among men, right? They said he shot up the police station and planted bombs around it and all that. That is sedition among men. I read that one more time. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And that's what he did. Right? He ran up in the police station, shooting. Right? This is a prime example of that. Sedition among men. He rose up against them. Right? And he attacked them. He shot up the police station, right? Even though I know it was set up, it's a false flag, but these things are going to start happening legitimately. Alright? Sedition among men and invading one another. Right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power, meaning every man for himself. They're going to regard what the government have to say, what the president have to say, what Senate or Congress have to say. Right? They don't care about that, what the police or the sheriff have to say. Nobody going to care about that. Understand me? Every man, this is survival of the fittest. Every man for himself. And that's what's going to be taking place, man. That's what's going on. Alright? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. What is that talking about? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Say you want to leave Fort Myers and go to Bradenton, Naples, Punta Gorda, but you can't. Why? What could stop you from it? A roadblock or checkpoints. You understand? Because when they declare martial law from all the civil unrest that's going to be taking place, right? That's why these military brothers? That's what these are about. It's to quell civil unrest, right? And snatch up all the dissidents. Understand? So a man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able. What is that talking about? Roadblocks, checkpoints. You're going to want to leave the block or the community you're in. And you can't. You're going to have checkpoints and roadblocks set up. You ain't going nowhere. Alright? For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. When all this calamity is taking place, you're going to be afraid in that day. You're going to be afraid. Remember now. Right? Just think about it for a second. There's no food, no running water, no electricity, right? Anarchy and chaos in the streets. People dying left and right. You understand? You're going to be afraid to step foot outside of your house. And the funny thing is you can't even stay in your house either. You understand? It's going to be a scary time. Scary time. It's kind of like you could hear some gunshots in the far distance. Pow, pow, pow. But you hear it in the distance. Right? But all of a sudden, them shots only get closer.